Hey guys, it's Zach here from Anchor. I wanted to show off our new photo cropping tool. Pretty cool little item we have here. Before you had to upload images one at a time, which took forever. And the cropping tool wasn't really that strong. So we just made a quick upgrade to our photo cropping uploader and sorting tool. Makes it easier to upload photos. So I took this boat as an example. I thought it was a perfect boat example because Regal gave us some really nice stock license-free photos that we could use and show off this new 42 Fly, their 42 Flybridge model that's coming out, and it's the first of its kind, so it's really neat boat. So anyway, when you go to your boatyard, again, I'll just kind of give you the quick tutorial. Go to your boatyard and you're going to click edit. That's going to bring you to this screen here, and you'll have the information about your boat, and you can go down to photos and video. You'll be able to see the different images that are still in queue waiting to be cropped. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a bunch of other ones. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to use the photo uploader. So you can pick up to 30 photographs. I got all the ones up to beauty, and now I'm going to do these others. So I'm going to upload all of these 20 items and click open. It is going to take a minute to load, and so I'm going to fast forward until we're done loading. Okay, our images have uploaded now, and we are ready to rock and roll. So you can see the dimensions that were provided aren't exactly accurate. We always look for a pixel ratio of 1920 by 1080. So that's a landscaped photo. However, these were more square. So that actually is perfect for a tutorial video. So let's go into each one. Now my images were uploaded here, and it drops the ones that need to be cropped here. So I'm going to give some cropping advice on exterior, interior photos, and I'm going to use a couple of these examples. It's actually kind of fun. There's some experiential photos here as well that we'll go into. So let's do one of the exterior of the boat. First and foremost, you click the edit button, and we have the ability to flip the photograph, okay, or zoom in and zoom out. Okay, I like to do this stuff manually. So what I do is I go ahead and I put usually the middle of the cropper, okay, and I can shrink it or bring it in. I put the middle of the cropper right about to the horizon line, so that draws usually a pretty straight line across the bow of the boat. And that's how you want to center up your boat a little bit. So your horizon or somewhere close to the horizon line is usually just right through the middle. This one doesn't allow me to go down any further. What I could do is probably shrink it, and you'll see my image down here, previewer, puts the boat in the front, so I can actually go a little bit further, get it more centered, and still have a nice image with some background. So boat looks nice and big. It's taking up about 3/4 of the screen. I click crop, and I'm done. That photo is going to be cropped, kicked down here into the photo sorting tool, okay? And I would recommend renaming your photographs too before you put it on there. I didn't do this, but you can rename your photographs as in, like, I would say like Miami Yacht Rental or something to that tune. Miami Yacht Charter or Azimut Yacht Charter or Regal Yacht Charter in this case. So let's do a interior pick. I'm going to sort these later. So this is the interior of the vessel. Really cool boat, by the way. The middle, again, you want to find like a feature line. Usually tables are a great feature line, and that's where I put the center. I've got a good preview down here, and one thing you can do to make the ceilings look really high is bring it all the way to the bottom. But again, the photographer didn't originally intend for that to be all the way to the bottom. They meant it to be more centered. So I'm actually taking this corner right here. I know it seems crazy and like super detailed, but that's going to be my center point. It's just around a table. It's kind of the center focal point of where I'd be standing in this photo if I was using this space. So that's my center. I look down here in the preview. I'm good. I crop. Okay, and that's going to be done. Let's do a stateroom, because we can always sort this stuff later. It doesn't matter what order we do this in. So let's check out a stateroom. All right, so in my preview right now, I have more ceiling than I have beds. So what I'd probably do is I'd take a look at what looks like when I shove it down and make more room for the beds in here. I like this a little bit better than this. My previewer is showing me. It looks a little less cramped. This to me looks like a very low ceiling. So what I do is I go all the way to the bottom and I cut out as much of the ceiling as possible. Okay, I'm gonna crop that. And I still have the TV in there too, really important. All right, here's a different kind of stateroom. That's a front-on photograph. And so this one will probably handle a little bit differently because if I threw it all the way to the bottom, I'm really not focused on what I need to be focused on here. So in this, I take the center point and I'm gonna lift it up a little bit just around the pillows, okay? Just under the pillows probably in this case. And I've got both my cabinet spaces included in there and my pillows are sort of the center, just above the center mark. So I'm good. Crop and I'm done. It's gonna come out as a really nice photograph. Some other ones to consider, experiential photos. There's a couple different kinds in here. So this one's more zoomed in. Another one down here below is gonna be zoomed out. So let's go with zoomed in. All right, I've only got his waist and above in my preview. So let's bring it down and see what it looks like when I include everything. That looks much better. So I'm just gonna go all the way down on this one and I've got the food, I've got the grill, I've got all the features that we're trying to show off here, the photographer originally intended to include. But I might handle a zoomed out one a little bit differently. So let's look at one that's zoomed out. Okay, here if I go all the way to the bottom, I'm showing off more of the floor. So I would probably go more of a centered approach. And her knee actually looks like a good center point for this, okay? So I'm gonna go for the knee, release and see what it gives me. And I'm getting more water than I am space on the boat, so I'm gonna go just underneath to the corner of this bed. Actually, that brings me to the ground again. So let's go just above that floor line. And I think that's pretty inclusive. We keep the Garmin radar in there and everything like that, so good, crop, done. Now I'm gonna fast forward through the rest of these, let's actually not fast forward, but pretend we've done them all. And then I can come down here into the sorter. The first photograph is gonna have a green star. This green star represents your featured photograph. This is what's gonna be on the preview pages of everything. So when you share your boat's page, this will show. When you post it on social media, this will show. When somebody goes to Anchor's location pages, where this boat is able to be previewed on a shopping list of all the boats, this is the image that shows. So this is your featured image. It's the most important image. Obviously, I have a duplicate here because I did them. One's more zoomed in than the other. So I'll go ahead and trash this. This is a delete button. And yes, I can delete. Okay, there, it resorted it. So it confused it for a second there. But I can grab this and toggle this up and drop it. Pretty neat. So now if I put my boat, I want my exterior photos first, okay? So I'm kind of doing a circle around the boat exterior-wise. I really like this photograph, so I want to bump this up. I think this photograph is actually far superior than this photograph even, because this is more zoomed out. But I want to do like a full circle of the boat first. So let's see what we got here. There are some color schemes. Yeah, there's a lot of exterior photos here. So let's do some sorting. This is going to be fun. Okay, let's go. And I'll speed this one up. So okay, now that I've had time to crop all of the images and sort them, I wanted to just go over the sorting order, how I think a boat should be laid out. And this is just a recommendation. Of course, you can use your own creativity to make your profile unique. So first and foremost, absolutely, has to happen. The best image has to be at the top, and you get the screen star for the featured image. We've talked about that already. And so I share some exterior photos of the boat. And I felt like this profile got a little bit redundant, but for those who are boat enthusiasts, it does show how close this boat can get to the shore. So I may not need 10 exterior pictures or 11 or 12, which I have in this case. And I may end up reducing that over time, but I felt really strongly that these images were all unique and beautiful in their own way, so I had 12. Anyway, I went from the exterior of the vessel directly to the flybridge. You can start on the aft deck, but I go straight to the flybridge. I show a mixture of the seating layout as well as some lifestyle pictures is what we call these. When you have people in the picture, they call them lifestyles. So you have some lifestyle photos mixed in. Then I go to the bow, show off the sun pads, show off people using the sun pads. Then to the aft deck. This is still exterior. And then from the exterior, I do a mix of the seating arrangements. Then the people, lifestyle photos again. Definitely using the grill here, grilling up some delicious steaks. And I just had lunch, so it's not making me that hungry, but it does look delicious. And so this is really people envisioning their party on the boat. Here's a mixture of seating layouts mixed with, again, lifestyle photos. There is a pop-down television, so I displayed that. And then I'm going to make my way, after I've done the interior living quarters, down into the staterooms. And so this is cool. The beds separate, so I wanted to show that. And it just had beds. I didn't have any good photographs of the heads or the showers, but you can add those. And I use them as a separator in between bedrooms. So I would put one here, okay, under 34 if there was a picture of the head. And that separates bedrooms so people can kind of get an idea that these 3 photographs are of the same bedroom, okay? And that's how you would lay this out. Make sure when you come back up to the top here, you always click save, although it saves your progress as you go along. Go ahead and click save just to be sure. And that should be up to date. If you ever want, you can grab this and sort this above or sort it below, however you feel necessary. And again, I don't think you need 12 exterior photos, but I went ahead and did it on this profile anyway. So click save. And then, of course, go and update your calendar like we always ask. You can always click and drag if you're unavailable, okay? So appreciate everything, and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.